At its core, espionage is about information collection. The whole industry runs on information, but the information is collected for a purpose. It's so actions can be taken, whether it's in military planning or changing trade agreements. There is a point to the information collection. It comes out through intelligence priorities. So, how do countries usually do it? Well, they have these intelligence agencies, they hire spies, and they go forth. They go into the world, they do electronic surveillance, and they bring in the information that the country wants, thinks it needs in order to take certain actions. Well, there's this class of activity that I'm reading about more and more and more that is really disturbing in many ways and blurring a lot of lines in this space, and it's called transnational repression. So, transnational repression is basically when, let's call it the motherland, the originating country, uses harassment, they monitor, they try to interfere and influence their diaspora communities. They use threats, they're very aggressive, threats to overseas families, surveillance. And they do this to try to get members of their diaspora community to collect information, pass information, support organizations that align with the political values or the political ideology back home. And they're effectively trying to turn these members of this diaspora communities into unwilling spies. So a country goes out and collects intelligence to try to identify people that it can target in its diaspora communities. And then it manipulates those people in the communities to collect more intelligence and do more intelligence activities. And it's a super disturbing thing for me. I mean, many reasons, but the obvious is, like I said, when you are a spy, you get to choose to do that. You sign off on the risks, you're informed of the consequences, you get a salary. But this targeting of these members of diaspora communities, it's like they're not being given the choice. And that is completely and totally wrong. Anyways, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Otherwise, I hope everyone's doing okay.